Hi, I'm Michelle and today we're going to be learning about the cockpit drill. So first thing that you need to think about is how you're going to get into your car safely. So if you're parked along the side of the road, there is going to be oncoming traffic. So always try and approach the car from the rear of the car. That way you can see oncoming cars coming towards you and it's easier for them to see you too. Once you're safely inside your car, you need to check that your door is shut properly. So just give it a tug on the handle and check there's no movement in the door. Also, if you just have a glance in your right side mirror, the car should appear flush. There shouldn't be any doors that are sticking out or not aligned. Also, if you look on your dashboard, you should see that there's no light on that will show you that the door is open. You will see there's a red light that shines up with the picture of a door, and that tells you that your door is not closed properly. Also, your interior lights may stay on if your door is also not shut. So these are things to be aware of. When it's time to leave your car, you need to apply the Dutch reach. This is using your left hand to hold on to your door by the handle, because that will pull you around so you can see if there's anyone approaching. Then to leave your car, use your right hand to open the door. That way you can see if it's safe, because you can pull yourself all the way around, and when you do open your door, it doesn't open very far, so you can soon close it if you have made a mistake. Once you have checked your door is secure, then you need to think about adjusting your seat to the correct position. To do this, the best way is to adjust the height first. So you'll need your eyes to be roughly in the center of your windscreen. So I'm a little bit too low, so I need to higher the seat. To do this in this car, I've got a lever on the right hand side. If I pump it upwards, it just makes the seat a little bit higher. So I would say that's good there. Once you've sorted out the height of your seat, you then need to see if you're close enough to your pedals. So with your left foot, if you put your left foot on the left pedal and push the pedal down all the way to the floor, you should be able to do this without stretching your leg. I need to move the seat forward a little, so I'm going to leave one hand on the steering wheel, and with the other hand I'm going to lift the bar up, which is at the front of the seat, hold it up and slide the seat forward. I'm then going to push the clutch pedal all the way down to the floor again. This time I've got a nice bend in my knee, so I'm not having to stretch, and my leg isn't pushing down hard on the cushion either. So I know that that's the correct place. Then we need to think about the rake of the seat. So that is the back part. So you need to be able to put your arms out straight in front of you so that your wrists sit on top of the steering wheel. I'm a little bit too close, so I do need to adjust this. With my right hand, if I just feel the bottom corner of the seat, there's a little wheel there. Because I'm close, I need to turn it towards the back of the car a couple of times. Put my arms out again, and this time they sit nicely on top of the steering wheel. So I know that I should have a nice, comfortable grip of the wheel. And if I just move my hands around the wheel, then I know that there's no obstructions there. After you've done this, you need to think about if you can see the dials clearly on the car. So if you look through the top part of the steering wheel, you should have a clear view of all the dials, and the top of the wheel shouldn't obstruct your view out of the windscreen. If you need to adjust this, there's a little lever. If you push it down, it will allow you to pull the steering wheel out, move it down, push it in, or move it up. So just adjust it to the height that you think is suitable. Once you're at the correct height, then just push the lever back up and it will lock that into place for you. So that's the steering wheel. When you're holding the steering wheel, you want to try and hold it at 10 to 2 or quarter to 3, because that allows you to be able to feed the wheel nicely, okay, and just have full control of that wheel. Then after you've adjusted your steering wheel and you've sorted out your seat, you need to think about the head restraint. So this is here to protect your neck and your back should you have an accident. It helps to prevent whiplash. So you should have the thickest part of the head restraint should be in line with the top of your ears and your eyes. So this head restraint doesn't go down any lower than this, but if I need to put it up higher, there's a little button to the side which I need to push in, and then I can just move the head restraint up. I'm just going to put it back down again, so I'll push the button back in and I'll just push the head restraint down as far as it will go. So when you're doing this, just have a look in your centre mirror and then you can see if you're in line with the head restraint. Okay, so that's the head restraint done. Our seat is now in position, so now we need to think about the seat belt. So if we just pull the seat belt around us and just clip it into place, We need to make sure that this part goes around our hips nice and snugly, and the other part goes over our chest and across our shoulder. If it doesn't fit nicely on your shoulder and it's cutting into your neck, you can adjust it by the little lever that's on the side. You can just push it downwards, okay? And that should feel quite comfortable. If you do brake suddenly, then you may feel the seatbelt doing this, and this will stop you from going forward into the steering wheel, or worse still, hitting the windscreen. So that's our seatbelt on. You need to make sure there's no twists in it at all, okay, and it's nice and flat. Now we've done our seatbelt, we need to think about our mirrors. So we'll talk about the interior mirror first. I'm going to refer to it as the centre mirror. So this is this one. So we need to line all four corners of the centre mirror up with all four corners of the back windscreen. To do this, if you just use your thumb and your fingers, you can use both hands if you need to, and just adjust it until you've got that picture. Okay. Try not to touch the glass because you will leave fingerprints on your glass. Now I've got a really clear view now of what's going on behind me. Next, I need to think about the side mirrors. Now to operate these, I need to turn the ignition one click to the right. So the key is in the ignition, I'm just going to twist it once. This will allow the electrics to come on, and it will mean that I can operate the mirrors. So to do this, on the right hand door panel, just above my window buttons, I've got a big round switch with a smaller switch in the centre of it. Now, if I want to operate the right mirror, I'm going to push the little switch as far as it will go to the right, and then I'm going to use the arrow buttons to move the mirror. When I look in the mirror, I should have a nice view of what's going on beside me. Now, there should be the horizon across the centre of the mirror, and you should have 50-50 ground and sky. In the left-hand side of the right mirror, you should see both door handles. Now this should take up roughly 2 finger widths of the mirror, and the rest you should be able to see around you. When you have this, then just push the centre switch all the way to the left and do the same for the left mirror, just using your arrow buttons to adjust it. So the horizon needs to be in the middle, and you want 50-50 ground and sky, with both door handles visible in the right hand side of the left mirror, about 2 finger widths. Okay, once you've got that, you are now set up and the cockpit drill is complete. All we need to do now is check that the car is safe before we turn the engine on. To do this, we are just going to check that the parking brake is all the way up and secure, which it is, and that the gear shift is in neutral. To check it's in neutral, just give it a firm wiggle left and right. If you're able to do this, you know the car is in neutral. Okay, we're going to go over the mirrors in another video, but for now that's the cockpit drill. I hope you found this video helpful. Just give it a like and a share and a subscribe, okay, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.